40 pounds. So crazy. I have only 22 left until I reach my goal weight, and I just can't believe it. Like, it's such an interesting journey, and I really made peace with the fact that it doesn't go as fast as I wanted to, but doing it slowly really shows you other qualities of this journey, because I really see that habits have changed. I can slowly adapt to new ways to live and to eat and to train everything, and it doesn't have to be like diet, eating healthy all the time and not enjoying your time when you are on vacation or are going to a party. And obviously losing weight in the summertime is tricky. It's just more eating out and more parties and more vacation, but you still can do it if you want to. So yeah, so as in all my how I've lost X amount of weight videos, I will talk a bit through what I've been working on in these past months to get down another 5 pounds. And I think we would just start with vacations. I have been on short trips, and I'm also going to a new vacation very soon. And I think you can definitely lose weight on vacation, but it is not necessary. I feel like if you're working on such a big project for a long time, it might be a good idea to sometimes just take a break. That doesn't mean that you just overeat the whole time, but making weight loss maybe less of a goal and more just enjoying your time with the people around you. Now that I'm on a comfortable weight again and I feel comfortable in my body, I don't feel like the immense pressure to lose weight quickly. So for my upcoming vacation, we will be in an all-inclusive hotel with a lot of food. I thought quite a lot about how do I want to handle it, and what I see is most difficult for me is actually to track my food, but there's still things that you can write in your 24-hour plan if you use this tool. And for me, that means I usually eat quite healthy for my breakfast. As you maybe know from my what I eat in a day videos, I like to eat yogurt with an apple and some nuts, and that's kind of like my breakfast. So I'm planning on my vacation to eat quite that way and have maybe a few pancakes in there, and maybe I don't know if they have halloumi cheese, but I also like that one. But yeah, kind of like something, some fruits and maybe some vegetables for breakfast. That's kind of like my main thing that I think I will do. And then I definitely want to do more carbs for lunch, like when they have hamburgers and pizza and pasta and all of that fun stuff. I will definitely have that. And then I try to have a more healthier meal for dinner. That's kind of my plan. And I definitely want to have enough veggies in it, because I also can see that if I eat very unhealthy for several days, I definitely can see that when I take a trip to the bathroom. Let's say it like that way. So yeah, I definitely could see that I struggle more with constipation if I don't eat a lot of vegetables. And so I will make that a priority to have them definitely in the evening for dinner. Also, I made a plan to only have one plate, and then for dinner I obviously will have some dessert. I remember this one vacation with my friend Christine, and I think we ate, I don't know how many plates we ate on that dinner, but oh my god, it was so good. It was all so good. But I remember we walked back to our hotel room, and that journey was so long because we everything hurts so much. So I definitely don't want to be in that situation again. And my plan is to really work on eating when I'm hungry. And I think that's amazing with all inclusive. Like, you always get food if you want to, so you can really just listen to your body. Obviously I'm traveling with somebody, so I always have to consider her as well. But like, I can always say, oh, I'm not hungry now, I just eat a little bit with you, and then I eat a little bit later, a little bit more. I really like this kind of vacation, so that makes it very easy. But my goal is definitely to work on eating when I'm hungry, stop when I'm satisfied. I also want to work on leaving bites behind. and definitely to write it down what I've eaten that day in my journal in the evening before I go to bed. Something related to that, I already touched it a bit, is summertime in general. I again could see like how seasons changing does change certain things, and you just have to adapt to that on your weight loss journey. For me, May, June, but also often July are very difficult for sleep. Even if I take now melatonin, it's still like I don't have the best sleep, and especially in the beginning when I not recognize that that is the problem, I might eat a bit more. And that's where it comes so handy when you collect data, when you write down what is happening to you, and then you can read through that in like a year's time. And that's what I did. I looked up what happened a year ago, and I could see, oh yeah, right, I had sleep problems over several weeks where I wasn't able to lose weight because I was so hungry during the day because I was just very tired. So this time I prepped a little bit better for that, and also said it's okay, like summertime is different. I'm more active, but also there are more food available than usual, and I just want to try to enjoy my time, but also try to listen to my body and just enjoying this kind of season because it is actually my favorite one. Another very important thing, I think I say it on every video, is just to keep going. I had a relapse a few weeks ago where I felt very lonely on a weekend, and I watched Taskmaster and I was just binging. That was the first time I really had a binge, I think also over 2 days. I didn't really feel well afterwards, obviously, but I just knew it can happen. I tried to analyze a bit what happened, in what kind of state I was, how I could have done better next time, but I do not beat myself up for it. Relapses happen, failures happen on this journey, and you just have to keep going and try to do better next time. When it comes to studying, I'm still a member of the No BS weight loss program, which I really enjoy. I love my accountability group. It has been a bit quiet the last weeks, but I still find it super useful. I really love the Facebook groups, and I haven't listened to the coaching calls that much. I'm more kind of like listening to the official podcast, but they offered a summer reset workshop that was like a half day, like 4 hours or something, and loved it. It was so good to have like a reset in the beginning of the summertime, because it really set our mindset straight to how are you able to lose weight during the summertime. And I think she was so spot on in so many ways, and I really enjoyed that workshop and learning a lot from it and going through the worksheets and working on my mindset in that area. Also, I finally finished the food and feelings workbook that I have been working on, I think, since March. Some things take time, but in the end I finished it. It was super helpful. If you're a person who overeats because of your feelings, like feeling guilt, shame, helplessness, anxiety, disappointment, what else do we have? Confusion, loneliness, hello. All of these are kind of like have their own chapters in this workbook, and I think it was such a good book to work through, and I definitely want to do it again maybe next year and see what I have learned. And she has also a lot of exercises to actually feel your feelings, but also writing about them, recognizing is this actually guilt or shame, which I found very interesting because I never really thought about it. I also learned more about second emotions. This is often when you feel emotion that you don't want to feel, so you change into another feeling, like you feel helpless and then you get angry because you're helpless. So the second emotion is actually anger, but that's not the original one, and you kind of learn to dig deeper and find what is actually the emotion that caused the whole overeating, for example. Also, the No BS weight loss program has a lot of resources and self-paced courses. So when I felt a bit stuck right before my vacation, I decided to go through that and find some worksheets about getting back on track, self-sabotage, vacation in itself. So I could kind of make my own workshop, and it was super useful. I really liked it, and it was super helpful. When it comes to working out, I decided to try the Sweat app again because I thought like, oh, I might not be able to go to the gym as regularly as I usually do. Because people want to meet and I'm on vacation, and then also my instructor is on vacation, so I don't always have the ones that I actually want, or the classes are not offered. And I definitely can say the Sweat app, I just don't enjoy it. That was definitely the last time I paid for the app. I'm really like done with it. I know these kind of workouts in an app is just nothing that I find fun. I don't even think that video classes like on YouTube or something are the things that I like to do, and I rather should actually go to the gym or do something else like going swimming, playing frisbee golf, running, or just going for a walk is, I think, better for my mental and physical health than doing the app. Obviously, I will use it until it expires. I think that's in September, so I have a bit to go, but I will just try a bit in here and there, but I'm not pushing myself to finish all the workouts because I definitely can see that it's not what I personally feel like is a lot of fun. When it comes to the nutrition part, and we talked about that a bit at the What I Eat in a Day video, I'm really working on making peace with chips. This is a concept from the intuitive eating world, and I find it really good to have. So the idea is that you have chips in your house every day, and you also put it on your plan every day, so you can have chips every day. But then you just eat it obviously when you really want it and when you're hungry. And I can see just having it in the house every day, and I also see it makes it so much more secure, because obviously I would always pendle between binging on them or not having them in the house, and then back and forth. And I almost sometimes I really can see that I'm kind of like tired of the chips, so they actually stay longer in the pantry. And yeah, I'm actually almost empty, so I will have to go and get new ones. But I find that very fascinating to see how my relationship gets more secure with this kind of food. Kind of did the same thing with chocolate cake. Don't know why I have a cake face, but I definitely have cake almost every week at the moment, almost every day a little piece, and I start to get bored of it, but not completely yet, so I just keep buying it until I feel like, okay, I'm really done, I want to have something else. But also there I see progress, because I'm working a lot on leaving bites behind, and I remember in the beginning leaving bites behind from a cake. It was so hard, and now it's just the first thing I do before I actually start eating. I put like usually on the end I will put like I will take away a little bit, and then I know this is not gonna be eaten, and then I just enjoy my cake. And yeah, and that's the way how to go. You have to do small steps, and you have to also be okay with celebrating these small wins, because that's what kind of like compounds over time. And I think that's something that people like to dismiss very easily, because it feels like, oh, this is not good enough, I have to not eat the cake at all, or only eat half of it, or stuff like that. And you can start way smaller and get better over time. And I'm just thinking, by doing that, where I'm gonna be next year, it's gonna be so interesting to see when I watch these videos and then see them in a year again and see where I'm there. And that's gonna be so fun. Yeah, so now I have been kind of like being in the renewal phase part 2 or 2.0. My goal is to reach 132 pounds by, I think, beginning of October. I think that was like or middle of October, that was like the goal. Now I know there's several weeks with like parties and vacations, so I will probably not lose so much weight in the first weeks, but then I will work more on after that. And yeah, I cannot wait to see where we'll be in October. And I obviously will keep you updated for the next, when I've then lost 45 pounds. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and then we'll see each other again next Sunday. Have a great day. Bye.